The topic is Observer, Proxy and Facade, presented by Anuja APCSC, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Observer. The observer pattern maintains a one-to-many relationship among objects, ensuring that when the state of one object is changed, all of its dependent objects are simultaneously informed and updated. This design pattern is also referred to as a dependent. An object and observer exist in a one-to-many relationship. Here two observed do not have any access to the data. So they are dependent on the subject to feed them with information. The observer design pattern when designing a system where several objects are interested, if any possible modification to a specific object. It is one-to-many relationship between objects, such as when one object is updated, its dependent object must be automatically notified. Another example of observer design pattern is social media platform. For example, many users can follow a particular person on a social media platform. All the followers will be updated if the subject update his or her profile. The user can follow and unfollow the subject anytime that want. The newsletters or magazine subscriptions, journalists providing news to the media, and e-commerce website notify customers of the availability of specific product. Design patterns or proxy pattern. The proxy is a class represent functionality of another class. This type of design pattern comes under structural pattern. In proxy pattern, we create object having original object to interface its functionality to outer world. Implementation. We are going to create an image interface and concrete classes implementing the image interface. Proxy image is a proxy class to reduce memory footprint of real image object loading. The proxy pattern demo, our demo class will use proxy image to get an image object to load and display as its needs. The proxy design pattern is a type of structural design pattern which is used whenever we need a placeholder or representational object that can work in place of the real object. The proxy acts as an intermediately layer between the client and the real object and hence can control the access to the real object and add additional functionality and even restrict client access. It also known as a surrogate pattern. Then proxy service may call different services individually. In proxy pattern, we can build one level of extra security by providing a dumb proxy layer. It is a microservice pattern as a variation of proxy model. In this model, we will use a proxy module instead of the aggregation module. The proxy service pattern can be subdivided into two categories. Dumb proxy, this is simply delegates the request to another services. Then smart proxy, the smart proxy may apply transformation logic filtering rejection before a request is delegated to other service. The proxy microservice design pattern is slightly similar to the proxy, but instead of aggregating response from various services like proxy pattern, this pattern makes call to other services based on the business requirement. Facade design pattern. Facade is a part of the gang of 4 design pattern and it is categorized under structural design patterns. The facade design pattern provides a unified interface to a set of interfaces in the subsystem. This pattern defines a higher level interface that make the subsystem easier to use. The following disadvantages are: client has now a dependency on the various modules, subsystems and methods. If there are changes to the module subsystem methods, the client might have to make change to its call. If business rules change, then the client will have to make changes at its end to cater to the business rules changes. This is totally unacceptable as the client is not supported to the involved in any business rules. How will the client take care of any multiple failure as scenarios? Thank you.